Hey y'all, today I want to talk a little bit about some of my frustrations with dressing as an AMAB non-binary person. For those of you who don't know, I came out as non-binary earlier this year. For the past few months, I've been trying to figure out how I can better present as non-binary. I've spent a lot of time in the past couple weeks looking at cute non-binary outfit inspiration posts and photos, and they're great. They are so cool. I love seeing non-binary people, legitimately. I just love it. But so much of the AMAB non-binary photos that I've looked at for outfit inspiration are people wearing dresses. And that's cool. I love dresses. I have several, but I want more than that.
Please, sir.
Sometimes I don't want to wear a dress. Sometimes wearing a dress doesn't make me feel like I look non-binary. Sometimes wearing a dress makes me feel like I look like a man in the dress to myself and to the world. And I'm not saying that that's the case for all AMAB people. That's not even the case for me all of the time. But it's something that happens. And it just makes me wish there were more alternatives, more ways that I could feel like I look non-binary without having to wear a dress. Even though I am a little frustrated with the limitations on the options I think available to me as an AMAB non-binary person for how to dress, not having an identity pre-carved out for you is actually kind of a good thing. It means that we as non-binary people are free to decide exactly what makes us non-binary. Not what makes us non-binary, but how non-binary looks. Right now, I look non-binary. You look non-binary. I don't always feel that way, but I do right now, and I do a lot of the time. Other genders don't have that as much. People are free to play with the bounds of gender and what it means, but non-binary isn't just an average of male and female. It is other. It is apart. It has no rules and no limitations.
It's empty.
And no one should feel rules or limitations. Like, everybody should be able to dress however they feel. But for non-binary people, that's an explicit necessity. And being able to create our own identity that way is actually kind of cool. A little frustrating sometimes, but also cool. If any of y'all have thoughts or resources or things that you do for yourself to make you feel like you look non-binary, please share them in the comments for my own sake, so I can know and maybe take from you, but for other people too, and just so we can talk about it. I'm also really curious to know if any of you AFAB non-binary people out there experience something similar with the limitations in clothing and like options available to you for identifying yourself. Last thing, I want to share with you the book that I'm reading. It's Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse. It is such a wild ride. In it, you are constantly jumping from perspective to perspective in a really fluid but mind-boggling way. You're literally going out of your mind into someone else's all the time. It's like being dropped into the middle of an ocean during a hurricane is what reading this book feels like. So it's a little slow to read, for me at least, but it's so engaging and so fun and interesting. And she captures the human experience in a way that I rarely see in books. It's real. It's a very real way of looking at the human experience. So until next time, read a book, you nerds.